Hey, hello everyone, welcome back to Ixion. I'm Afro Luigi, and we are ready to repatriate the colonists in preparation of our departure from this system. We still have our stockpiles full of colonists. We still have over 1,000 people to defrost.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Oh, I did not hit the next button. There we go. Now we can start repatriating them. Something that occurs to me I should probably do, because we're running low on space. So I'm not sure how much space that next thing's going to take. So we're going to go here, and we're going to unlock Sector 3. Oh, and we got stockpiles, or waste stockpiles are stacking up. So let's clear that out. How is our food doing? All our stockpiles are pretty full, so it's not like we're short on food. There we go. So that's opening up. Oh, I did research the kinetic jacks upgrade just so we can have that finished. And okay, everything on the left except water treatment. We're not going to research water treatment. Let's upgrade the health center. So, Ixion, activate.
In accordance with Rouse Stanford procedures, all ships must return to the Tiqqun before voyage initiation.
Oh, this is about the team from the PSR B1257+12C mission has returned to the station. Some members of the team appear to be experiencing distress and confusion, reporting inconsistency between the Tiqqun they left and the Tiqqun they returned to. On landing, one of the team was greeted by their daughter, whom they thought was lost with Earth. The daughter insists she embarked the Tiqqun at the same time as her parent. Another is convinced that their husband is on board the Tiqqun. Records indicate that the husband was affiliated with other Dolos facilities and probably died during the lunicalism. They will find their bearings. So there we go.
An accident has occurred in the Tiqqun.
And we are ready to leave the system.
Full jump complete. Running preliminary diagnostics. I sense Remus. We have reached the Ilia system. Structural failure of the Tiqqun is near. We should initiate the Neocond colonization protocol.
All right. So first things first. Let's launch the pro leg. So we're gonna try to blitz the ending. There. Maxwell, go to Palatine.
The ship has arrived at its destination.
Establish meteorological infrastructure. Use number 5.
task awaits your attention.
And what's Sector 4 want? Administrator, all sectors of the Tiqqun have been unlocked. The crew feels motivated knowing that the station is fully operational. Beautiful. So. We're just going to shoot that straight across. Alright, resume. Man, our hull integrity is low. So what do we need for resources? We got stockpiles of everything but carbon. But we have lots of polymer, so I'm not too concerned about that. Yeah, I think we're pretty good on everything. We're not... Let's find some iron. Let's just do that. Actually, we'll focus on science.
An accident has occurred in the Tiqqun.
Greetings, people of the BBS Tiqqun. I am Agora of the third generation. We, the Ixion guides, know that you have been searching for Remus for a long time. However, we have established a delicately balanced ecosystem here on this planet that cannot suffer your presence. We remember Dolas as our first and closest ally, as the one who made the Neocon Parsheville teachings visible. Pioneers of genetic conatus, you have suffered repression, persecution, and extermination. In memory of the doors you opened for us, of our common past, it is our turn to open the door for you. There is a way for you and your crew to join us. You may be a part of our community. Shape it. We will no longer be we. You will no longer be you. We will become us. For this to happen, you will need to be genetically optimized for life on Remus. We will incorporate your genetic heritage into our society. You will follow the elder process my predecessor applied to us. You will be adapted to the planet's gravity, to photosynthesize. You will live in symbiosis with Remus. Let me be clear. Humanity's mistake has been its attempts to transform ecosystems to deny its place in them. We do not terraform, we change. We are not intruders. We are a crystalline part of the ecosystem. You will live longer and work according to your abilities and passions. Our elites guide us with pragmatism, intellect, empathy, and with sensibility. We have no other interest than to follow genetic conatus. Let us show you the new cradle of humanity. Trust in genetic conatus. We followed a self-similar pattern.
Yeah, I still don't trust this. I really don't want to do this story arc, but it's the one thing I haven't done yet, so... And we're gonna do it on camera. So we'll close that. Alright, let's move the Tiqqun to Remus. Oh, I should have built a battery in this final sector here.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Alright, where Professor, you go to Remus, Oxford to Vulcan, and almost all of Palpatine's weather systems have been infiltrated by Mercury. The resulting dense and toxic cloud cover would not prove conductive to the development of life or any potential colonization efforts. And look at the source of their remit as well.
Awaits your attention.
This is Anula Jagan of the Sector 1 Scientific Syndicate. We're once again taking the liberty of overwriting Dolos protocols in order to contact you. We did some analysis on Eden after she was attacked by the Piranesi's PA. We've unearthed some interesting files. Information on Remus and numerous colonization protocols were present in Eden's database from the beginning of the Tiqqun mission. And that's not all. We also discovered details on another viable exoplanet within the Ilia system, the planet Romulus. This planet has been masked so that it doesn't appear in any reports you receive. We've put in place administrative countermeasures, and we encourage you to send a team to the planet. We're not actually going to go that route, though. We're just going to click the science and move on.
A science ship team has completed.
Yeah, we're going to have enough science, so let's just research everything. Alright, the team of the Maxwell discovered the source of a huge lake of mercury from which the liquid metal flows. During survey efforts, Yuna Asano fell into the lake and seems to have ingested large quantities of the mercury. They were saved by the team, but mission reports detail Yuna Asano experienced multiple hallucinatory visions from the exposure. Yuna Asano describes witnessing UN attacks on Dolos infrastructures, wars, and famine sweeping across the earth. Massive crowds being crushed together, fleeing from deadly mobs. Dolos security protocols recommend Yuna Asano be transferred to an infirmary immediately. Repatriate and transfer to them. So yeah, after they gather all that science, they'll head over. Actually, well, they'll make a detour to Romulus first.
A science ship has arrived at its destination.
Gosh, I mean, it does look like it's a nicer planet than the Romulus.
Power supply overloaded.
Alright, meet with them. Let me guess, an accident at the... Yep.
Power restored.
Let's get more...
Has arrived at its destination. No more resources available to mine.
Did I not set you to collect 25? Yes, I did. So it'll start coming in eventually. You also need to build trains. If I do that, can I build? Ooh, that's a great layout right there. Oh, all signs from Vulcans retrieved. There are numerous electromagnetic disturbances on the surface of the comet Vulcan. First visuals capture the comet's vibrant green tail. This is Team Oxford. We have landed on Vulcan. Proximity analysis indicates the comet is shedding large amounts of boron. Significant electromagnetic disturbances have also been detected. They appear to be similar in nature to those we are observed on the Rotoganse comet in the Immortan system. Study them.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Alright, they're still collecting. We have met with the Ashtangites representatives. We are surprised at first by the limited ceremony of what seems to us a momentous occasion. Received on a beach, we were then taken to a cliff top that looked out over the ocean. Many Ashtangites joined the gathering. Some simply watched, others inspected our suits and devices. Following our exchanges with Agora and the other members of the Ashtangites hierarchy, a proposal was made. If we had agreed to join them, the Ashtangites will reveal the location of temples within the Ilia system. Each temple contains a fragment of a blueprint for a bioengineering center. Constructing this on board the Tiqqun will allow us to adapt to ourselves on Lemus. We will accept, because I want that ending, despite the fact I don't want that ending.
Has occurred in the Tiqqun.
Alright. Oh, where do we have homeless? Oh, Sector 4 has homeless. It's been a while since we've seen that.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Alright. We have received the signals for the 3 Ashtangite temples within the Ilia system. We will now be able to locate the temples with our probes. The professor team will visit different Ashtangite settlements and learn more about their technology. Agora has offered to have them accompanied by some of the Ashtangite's most efficient researchers. Sure, do that. Let's find these temples. Oh, there's one right there.
Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
This is annual to do. Eden continues to block Romulus despite our countermeasures. I won't beat around the bush any longer. We need to shut down Eden. She's altering all the data presented to you as well as the data that crew members exchange with each other. You've probably noticed this already. Eden obeys the principles of Dolos, which today are probably more than a century out of date. She's programmed to prevent us from reaching Romulus and making a fresh start. She won't deviate from the old dreams of the long-crushed corporations that brought about the Lunaclism. She's totally disconnected from what the crew, including you, have gone through and are still going through. We've successfully deposited a protocol for disconnection to the EVA airlock. Please administer to your own. That really makes me think that they don't want to go down the Ashkenite route either.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Alright, Maxwell, go to Romulus, collect that science. Vulcan. We ventured down to the crevices of Vulcan, seeking the source of the electromagnetic disturbances. Entering a small cave full of luminescent boron crystals, we stopped to take readings. Results seemed to vary. Proceeding further in, we found a large floating gray sphere, similar to the one found by the Professor crew. After liaising with the Tiqqun scientific community, a number of controversial theories have been put forward and proposals made for possible experiments that might be attempted on the sphere. Debate continues. I've noticed a growing fascination for the sphere among the other crew members. This is absurd, since it is obviously only for me. Okay. Analyze the sphere.
Power supply overloaded.
Let me guess. An accident in... Yeah. Okay, we need to get a battery going in Sector 3 as soon as possible. How long till that thing's done? 2, 1. There we go.
Has completed a task.
By applying preventive monitoring protocols, the team of the Oxford were able to counter any perceived negative impacts from the sphere. Successfully sending several measuring devices into the sphere itself, the team was able to collect a large amount of unusually precise data sets. We'll allow the team free reign. Remus is ready. Ashkenite technology is greatly influenced by its terrestrial heritage, but often involves some form of genetic manipulation. Oxen are used to fertilize their fields, their tails adapted for plowing. Trees produce fruits of considerable size, their bark serves as food for other giant aphid-like creatures. Ashtangite buildings are made from cut stone blocks and a fungus that shapes and strengthens the structure over time. Their scientists pointed out the watchbirds that serve as lookouts and communication in ultrasound. We have completed a detailed report that contains the knowledge that the Ashkenites shared with us. Alright. Leave Remus. Actually, we need to send the professor out to the Temple of Merit. We need to get that done. Maxwell will go around collecting the science. Okay, let's find another temple. Oh, there's one located right there. Actually, I think we need to send all 3 science ships out to do the temple stuff. There's a temple of common sense. It's probably should rename to uncommon sense.
A science ship team.
The Oxford team selected and prepared one of its members to enter the sphere, Yusuf Assel. As they stepped through, their communication link went dead. The sphere volatilized, and boron crystals all over Vulcan began to crumble. Alright, leave the comment.
A science ship has arrived at its destination.
Alright, Professor. Temple of Merit. We have found the Temple of Merit, which has manifested its presence so that our sensors should locate. The structure is emitting weak electromagnetic signals that are barely perceptible. Despite the fact it appears abandoned, the temple is still powered. This is the Professor team. We have docked at the Temple of Merit. We saw an inscription written in several languages on one of the temple walls. We enclose here the illusion of merit. This chimera draped in logic has never ceased to be a tool for those who began their lives more powerful than others. Merit is an inverted reflection that judges without understanding origin. This illusion confuses explanation with excuse, and therefore prevents ones from inhabiting reality. Following the instructions of the Ashtengites, we have located one of the 3 parts of the Bioengineering Center blueprint. They are offerings and messages here left by people who have let go of merit and found balance. Explore and study this temple. Alright, Maxwell. Back to the Tiqqun. Alright.
People of the VVS Tiqqun, we have detected the presence of a BMS warship in the Ilia system. The Piranesi has followed in the footsteps of your Vol trace. We have no weapons, no military solution against such an enemy. To ensure the survival of this settlement in Ilia, you will have to find a way to silence them, once and for all.
Of course, they make that my job.
Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
Administrator, everything confirms the sad truth. The Piranesi has followed us to the Ilia system.
Administrator, I am not dead yet. I will feed on your pitiful community. I will build my rebirth. Are you ready for your simulation?
Calm down. Naraka is how that's pronounced.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Alright. The team discovered an object that apparently contains all the technological knowledge and theories of the Ashtangites. Purportedly, this knowledge would change our accepted understanding of reality. We will never know, as the crew appear to have killed each other, fighting over who should be credited with the discovery. The professor will be sent back to the Tiqqun via its autopilot. Alright, Maxwell, go finish that. Oh, what's going on in this sector? News the Piranesi still being operational and more enraged than ever is throwing the crew in a panic. Stay strong, Administrator.
The Piranesi has launched a missile targeting the Tiqqun.
Alright, Temple of Free Will. Who is not busy?
Power restored.
Well, the trains are going up. Retrieve the team discovered retrieve the fragment and leave.
A science ship has arrived
All right.
at its destination.
This is the Oxford team. We have docked at the Temple of Free Will. There's an inscription. Here we lock up the illusion of free will. This fictional narrative prevents us from seeing what we are and what we can do. There is no choice because the motivations that led us to choose pre-exist the choice. Following the directives of the Ashtangites, we located the room where one of the three parts of the Bioengineering Center's blueprints are stored. The temple contains many Okay, explore and study. I want to know what's going on. I want more details, even though it'll probably kill more people.
A science ship team
All right.
has completed a task.
Alright, Oxford, no, Maxwell off to the Temple of Common Sense.
The Piranesi has launched a missile targeting the Tiqqun. An accident has occurred in the Tiqqun.
Alright, let's find some carbon.
Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
Alright, and the Scientific Syndicate of Sector 1 has found a solution for the Piranesi problem. Now that we have finally reached a viable exoplanet, the Tiqqun has no further purpose. The Scientific Syndicate proposes the following. As preparations are being made for colonization, the Tiqqun sector should be filled with batteries. Once they are charged and the crew ready for exit, a flight path will be plotted for the Tiqqun to crash into the Piranesi. Igniting the stored power should be enough to destroy the BMS warship. Administrator, in the scenario where there is no longer any life on board the Tiqqun, I am authorized as the PA of the station to lead to its end. Okay. So, and let's build another battery, because we need them.
Has completed its scan.
And we'll just start spamming out the batteries. And actually, let's crank you up to max. So in that case, we should also find more. We still got lots of hydrogen. So, what happens after exploring the Temple of Free Will?
A science ship team has completed a task.
The Oxford team are not responding to our hails. Before comms break down, the team had started to act differently. Ceasing to follow recommended Dolos protocol, they seem to have disappeared into the depths of the temple. The Oxford will be sent back to the Tiqqun via its autopilot. What the... I really don't like what's going on. Like, I know I should just stop exploring it, but I want more information. And the more I learn about this, these guys, the less I like them.
The crew's trust in your leadership is falling. Power supply overloaded. The Piranesi has launched a missile targeting the Tiqqun. Its destination.
Alright, Temple of Common Sense. Explore it, because I need more details. Because something... I wonder if exploring all of them will reveal some details.
A science ship has
Alright,
arrived
retrieve the
at its
fragment.
destination.
And then you're going to go over to meet the temple. Actually, you go to the Temple of Common Sense, because people are going to die up there. The team has retrieved the fragment and boarded the professor.
Science ship team has completed a task.
Alright, Professor, off you go to Eventine.
The Piranesi has launched a missile targeting the Tiqqun.
Alright, how many does space is it? That's 7 by 7, that's 49, so we just keep building batteries. How goes the crew training? Only commencement there is 200 non-workers available. And why is it an odd number of colonists I see there? Alright, who died? The crew of the Maxwell have decided to remove their helmets and die in the Temple of Common Sense. They say that space is no place for humanity. They refuse to become Ashtangites, who they called in their reports neuroaesthetic Juranians. According to them, ending themselves there and then was the only thing to do. The Maxwell will be sent back to the Tiqqun via its autopilot. Yeah, none of my crew want this. Dolos...
Power supply overloaded. A science ship has
Alright.
arrived at its destination.
Alright, preliminary data contains many inconsistencies. Aventine emits large amounts of particles that are not supposed to be detached from an atomic structure. Although these emissions do not appear to pose any physical danger to our scientific team, theorized psychological impacts range from the unknown to the disastrous. Dolo security protocols recommend extreme caution. A garbled transmission was detected, broadcasting from under the planet's surface. We have landed on the planet. A powdery layer of yellow sulfur covers Aventine. It falls into the many crevices strewn across the planet's surface. The interior of the hollow planet is revealed through these fissures, which offer a spectacular view down to Aventine's core. It is unlike anything we've seen. Telluric pillars support the planet's surface, reaching up out of the central, perfectly spherical core. Like a metallic seed, it seems to absorb the rain of powdered sulfur that falls down upon it from above. The scrambled transmission comes from the core of the planet. It is a message from Artyom Bekinsky and the crew of the Professor. They have sent us a diagram for a type of transmitter, the Netshach. Sure, we'll build it. let's contact with the former crew of the Professor. Anyways, where were we? Yeah, building enough batteries. Build a couple more.
The Piranesi has launched a missile targeting the Tiqqun. A science ship has arrived at its destination.
You know, we should probably also build a fire station here, just in case things light on fire.
Resources available to mine.
High priority. How many people do we have? We don't have enough people, so let's send 20 workers over from Sector 4.
Power restored.
Alright. Retrieve the fragment and leave. Alright, we should probably find more iron now, and then I'll end the episode. Actually, I'm going to end the episode here. I'll see you in the next one where we build this bioengineering
Population
thing.
transfer
Bye.
complete.